Good afternoon. I know the session's delayed. Request your patience. I am Sandeep Perumal. I lead sales engineering for Equinix in India. So, reimagine infrastructure, realize possibilities. In line with the theme of the day, this is AI-generated caption. A couple of weeks back, a marketing head walked up to my desk and said, ObserveNow wants us to talk on the topic of infrastructure, and we have to give them a topic in a couple of hours. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, so AI lent me a hand, and that's what this is. But I'll make it worth your time. I'll share what we are seeing globally in terms of where enterprise architecture is evolving, AI costs specifically, use cases that we have helped customers to optimize cost, better performance. Enterprise architecture, the cloud-first era, when I say cloud-first era, going all into one single cloud without thinking about architecture, connectivity, and all of that, that is slowly going away. The signs, India's data center capacity is going to be doubling by 2030. While there is a lot of hyperscale build, enterprise DC build demand is also significantly increasing. If you talk in power terms, a couple of years back, we're still seeing 4, 5 kVA, 6 kVA racks, but today we are talking 20, 25 kVA in enterprise segment very, very normally. Sovereignty is not optional. Like, for example, the RBI and SEBI norms, these are no more audit checklist points. These need to be architected in the infrastructure design. Otherwise, it's becoming a problem later on. So that is being recognized. Compute follows data. Previously, compute used to be in one center and data used to flow towards that. But now, compute is following data hotspots. Compute is distributed. Pretty much AI has flipped that system. Hybrid multi-cloud is the new normal. I mean, nobody is in one single cloud these days. At least most of them are not in one single cloud. Hybrid is the new way to go. Bring the cloud to the cage. Keep it closer to the cloud. This is all happening right now. Let's talk a little bit of AI, specifically tokenomics, or the economy of building up an AI infrastructure and how tokens impact that. While a lot of you who own IT budgets are sitting here, in your backyard, somebody is innocently burning tokens, which is coming to your cost center. I mean, could be somebody summarizing an email, somebody who's extracting some content from PDF, or talk to any of the sales professionals in the outside booth. I mean, the infamous account plans, prospecting calls, customer research, all of that happens through AI. What's happening? That all hits the token budget, and that's coming to your IT budget. Let's look at some numbers. One email summary, it's about 1,000 tokens. With some approximation, it costs less than ₹1, and nobody bats an eyelid for that. The next step, PDF summary, PDF extraction with 3 or 4 follow-up calls. It's about ₹12. Again, not much. Now, move it to something more complex. A code review, AI-generated code, debugging, reasoning loops, and all of that put together. One engineer does that. It's about 100,000 tokens. And put in 1,000 engineers for a year, it's about 12 crore. Still not so big. Not low, but not so big. Now, once you move to agentic, it accelerates everything. It's multiplying. Look at one workflow. It's about 500,000 tokens. And then around 10 workflows per day, 1,000 engineers. It's a whopping 50 crore bill a year. In a 10,000 employee enterprise, put all of these together, your AI cost is around 120 crores annually. This is not CapEx, but this is a year-on-year cost. If you're sitting with this bill in front of a CEO of a company, CFO of a company who's earning like 1,000 crore profit, now that's 10% of their profit on AI costs. That's not going to be a nice conversation at all. So, is AI always going to cost this much? No. AI has to be architected for optimized cost right from the beginning. There are few ways to do this. One, embedding reduction. Keep embedding and application in the same, close to each other. That reduces a lot of token usage. Model tool call reduction. There are a lot of ways to do it. Batching, parallel tool calls, all of these will reduce token usage. This also improves performance. Caching reduction, this is the most simplest. Keep the cache closer on-prem preferably, so LLM calls are not repeated again and again. Last one is retry reduction. This is primarily you need to have a resilient, reliable connectivity solution, so it doesn't break and then keep on going retries. Let's talk workloads, AI workloads and how they strain legacy infrastructure. Now this is a simple enterprise traditional architecture, a data center which resides in the headquarters and then some branch offices which are all tied together by an NSP MPLS. And then they use internet to access the public cloud. Now with AI clouds in the mix, they use the same traditional way to access the AI clouds as well. While this looks well architected on paper, this has got four major problems. One, the captive data center that enterprises hold, they can't run GPU workloads. GPU workloads require specific types of infrastructure to support them. Second, internet is not always the best way to access public clouds or AI clouds. There is issue of choking, latency, and also security. The last one, high cost of storing large data sets in public cloud. The egress charges, bill shocks, I'm sure most of you have seen it. What's the solution? When you are looking at AI transformation, build the AI infrastructure ground up. Start with a partner who can give you an AI-ready data center. Find a connectivity solution that's on-demand, scalable, secure, and doesn't give you bill shocks. And these and the storage strategy to keep it in a hybrid environment closer to the cloud, and you can put the data where you want to be, but at low latency. What do AI-ready data centers mean actually? The base of any AI-ready data center is that your data center provider should have high density power. Power should be available. This should be high capacity, resilient, and highly available. Now, GPUs, we know that GPUs consume a lot of power, and when they consume a lot of power, they emit a lot of heat. These need to be cooled, and traditional cooling methods do not have the capability to cool that kind of heat. So that's where you need advanced air or even liquid cooling in the provider's environment. The know-how and the experience to support these implementations. Not everybody has that. And the right partnerships with OEMs who can come and support these kind of deployments. The topmost part of the pyramid is AI networking, which is usually the most ignored one. There are enterprises which think that, okay, I've got a data center, I've got servers, racks, power, cooling, I'm done. No. So the access part is very, very critical. The networking needs to be secure, scalable, connectable to all the ecosystem, not just cloud service providers, but all the other ecosystems that AI workloads would need, and it needs to be cloud adjacent as well. Now we talked about AI cost, AI workloads, AI data centers. Now, with our experience of talking to CXOs across the globe, the top five priorities that they have for this year, cost is always the top any year. They are looking at infra cost optimization. Cloud and infrastructure costs have come under scrutiny a lot. They are looking to map these costs to actually revenue, so there is justification for that. They're looking at more consumable models. Security needs to be bolted right from the beginning and not architected later. That is also something that's of cognizance these days. Hybrid multi-cloud, we talked about. Nobody wants to get vendor locked in a single cloud. They want to play around with keeping applications in one cloud, database in another cloud, some critical data in on-prem. AI-ready infrastructure, yes, everyone wants to look at AI-ready. Again, they're trying to map these AI use cases to revenue realization or productivity improvement. So that mapping is happening now. It can't be hobby projects. This needs to be mapped to efficiency and outcomes. Legacy infrastructure is a problem that all of us have. Now, CXOs are in a position to bite the bullet and go through modernization, through platform engineering and automation. So I'm going to talk about two use cases of how Equinix as a company has helped customers realize cost optimization and better performance. Dojo is one. They are a financial services provider in the UK. 50,000 small and medium business users are reliant on Dojo to process their point of sale transactions. So Dojo had their front-end application in AWS and GCP, while the network switch data and all the interconnections with MasterCard, Visa and all the payment gateways was in Oracle. So they wanted secure connectivity between all of this. They want some of the assets to be in on-prem, and they wanted diversity as well to keep it in 2 different data centers on-prem. The lifting of COVID restrictions in 21 suddenly spiked a lot of transactions, and they wanted to be in a position to scale bandwidth wherever required. So this is where Equinix came in. And yeah, so in the interest of time, I'm just going to run through this. So our Fabric product is designed to give you a software-defined network which can scale efficiently and connect to multiple clouds. And this comes at, some of our users have got at least 50% reduction in egress charges while using Fabric. So the result of this was optimized service delivery, 80% faster than industry average, a software-defined interconnection between all the 3 clouds, resilient geo-residency, we put them across 2 different data centers across the UK, and access to all the cloud and financial ecosystems. We'll talk about ecosystems later, in a couple of minutes, the kind of ecosystem that Equinix can bring to you. Next, sorry, just run past it. Yeah, so this is what Dojo's CTO had to say. It feels like you have a rack hanging on the side of a public cloud. That's the best value we bring in. Our Mumbai campus is home to most of the major cloud service provider access nodes. And depending on where you are, you can access all these access nodes at less than 0.1, 0.2 milliseconds. So the next one is a financial service provider, again based out of Bangalore. They provide payment services over the UPI app. They were looking to re-architecture their application stack and connect between AWS and Oracle. They had their entire stack in AWS. They wanted to move the database to Oracle and have optimal connectivity between these 2. And they wanted scale as well. Considering the fact they are migrating, they wanted large amounts of data to be transferred from AWS to Oracle one time, and then again have optimal connectivity for ongoing operations between the 2 clouds. So once again, Fabric was a solution to on-ramp to both the clouds, and Fabric Cloud Router is our solution to route traffic between these 2 clouds without hitting any infrastructure. So this is none of their data is present in any on-prem location, purely cloud-to-cloud connectivity based on multi-cloud solution. And the users were talking to the app without realizing all the back-end infrastructure changes that was going on. This is something not just with Oracle and AWS, we can do it for all the major clouds in most part of the globe. So essentially they could migrate their data at 100 times the speed that they were expecting to do within traditional methods. They got the shortest path between AWS and Oracle, and then the ability to scale. They started with around 2 gig last year, and now they are at 200, and it will go all the way up to 400 very soon. I talked about ecosystem. This is all a sample of the 11,000 plus customer ecosystem that we have in Equinix. And once you are inside Equinix, you are able to access all of these. So that's the value we bring to the customer. Cloud service providers, networks, financial services, payments and commerce, content and digital media, and all the enterprises. So who are we? Equinix, we are the largest data center provider in terms of market cap and revenue globally. We are world's largest digital infrastructure provider. We have operating 280 data centers across 77 metros in 36 countries. We provide 5 nines of availability for most of our services. And the 500,000 interconnections, this is the number of times enterprises who are within our platform connect to each other. So that's the value of the platform that we bring to you. I'm going to leave you with a video of our recent MB3 or Equinix MB3 data center launch in Chandivali. That is one of the places where all this magic happens. Oops. Okay. Shortening the path to boundless connectivity. So please visit us at our booth. We can talk about low latency solutions to connect to the cloud, or show you some demos on how latency can be reduced, and multi-cloud solutions for your AI workloads. Thank you.